right, positive energy all the time. Good to see everyone. Are we coming in clear? Give me a thumbs up if we're coming in clear. Yes, indeed. Okay, we're rocking and rolling. Great. Yeah. So, once again, rep your city, rep your city, rep your city, represent your city. To everybody on Facebook, I'm representing Iraq. Everybody on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and my other Facebook account. Good to see everyone. We have Buffalo, New York in the building. What other city do we have? We have Fresno. We have Richmond here. We have Greensboro here. No, that's excellent. Anytime you don't see, if it's not coming in clear, let me know early so we can just restart the programming and adapt to everything going on in the electronic world. A lot of things going in the electronic world, and so you're going to have some technical difficulties. It comes with the turf. It's not a problem. Shout out to all my people on StreamYard. We got Fresno in the building. It's a lot because I'm broadcasting from StreamYard to YouTube, Twitch, 2 Facebook accounts, Kick, X. So I'm broadcasting on 3 platforms. We got Boston in the building. We got Georgia in the building. We got the great city of New York in the building. We have New York. It's an amazing place. You know, when you live in Chicago, you go to other cities, it's a piece of cake. It's easy to move around. It looks relatively small. You can see downtown. You can tell north side, east side, west side, south side. Anywhere you go, if you can see downtown, you should be able to maneuver. You should be able to maneuver. Downtown is your compass. And all you need to know is what's the north side of downtown, and you can figure out the rest. If that's north, then you already know. That's east, that's west, that's south. So it's real easy. But boy, when you go to New York, it's tripped out. We have Pittsburgh in the building. Pittsburgh in the building, a great sports town. I remember when I was real little, before you learn how to cheer only for your city, I used to cheer for different Pittsburgh teams like the Steelers, the Pirates. After a while, you learn, oh, that's a no-no. You know? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't jump around if you're a fan. If you're a fan and you live in a city that has those sports team, and if you're from that city, that's who you got to represent. It's a little weird now. These men, that's a part of this conversation too, because these men, I don't know how you ladies do it. I don't know. It's like 2 feminine people when you're together. It's crazy. We're going to talk about it though. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. I haven't watched sports for a lot of years. Once I seen it was rigged, okay. Call me when you guys, when it's not rigged. Once I seen it was rigged, I couldn't get into it anymore. I started seeing it was rigged when the Bulls won the fifth and the sixth ring. It started looking a little funny. I was letting Michael get away with stuff. It, it wasn't over the top yet. But by the time you get to Kobe and LeBron, oh my God, and the baseball, the first time I really noticed it was rigged is with uh, the New York the Yankees. The Yankees was the first time I said, "Are you kidding me?" That was many years ago. When I watched them, I watched them let the Yankees win. I said, "What the hell?" And once I seen that, that just opened me up to all the sports. This was way back. I don't even remember when. Probably in the 80s. I said, "What the hell is this?" And after that, I can see clearly now. Now I can see all. I said, "Oh, hell no." Then they started advertising gambling. I said, "Okay." But yeah, they had the Knicks had a team, and they would let the batter put his elbow in the strike zone, right? So he let him put the L. No, I don't know. It's rigged. I don't watch it. I'm not watching it. He let him put his elbow in the strike zone, and then the ball hit his elbow, and he goes to first base. And it's always the guys right before your power hitters. You know, he goes to first base. He steals second. He hits the ball. Crack. He could tag up and still make it home. I said, "What the hell is this? How is you letting the guy? How is you letting the guy put his elbow in the batter's box? What? No, it's rigged. You don't have to go to see when it's unrigged, G-Rod. You don't have to go back to see when it's unrigged. You all that's watching sports, you don't want to see it. That's it. You don't want to see it. Because if you wanted to be honest with yourself, you could see it if you want to be honest. But if you don't want to be honest, you're not gonna see it. But if you're gonna be honest with yourself, you'll see it clear as day. I don't care what your team is, you'll see it. You'll see them cheat for your team, the other teams. You'll see it. It's right there. But because of the emotions, hey, nobody don't want to see it because everybody wants to win. But if you honest and you look at it, I mean, you could see it. It's not like it's hidden. It's right there. But they don't have to worry about it because the winners don't care. So they're only going to have people complain from the losing team. It is. It's to the point it's straight disrespectful. It's just, it's horrible. It's a disgrace. It's like politics. It's just horrible. I can't watch that. Yeah, I can't. For what? It's horrible. It's beyond horrible. But like I said, if you got this team and you got this team, and this team gets to cheat, and people on this team complain because they team lose, nobody's gonna really take their complaint. The team that wins, they like three blind mice. They don't. I'm saying you can cheat for the winning team, and that city ain't seen nothing. They just want to win. So that's how you can get away with it because whatever team you cheat for, the fans on that team don't see nothing. As far as they're concerned, it was fair and square. They won. So when you got that, you could cheat forever. It's not until all of the fans on both teams start saying, wait a minute, what the hell was that? What the hell? It's not until the fans on the winning team, and they cheat for your team and you still don't like it. Like, what? You guys cheated those guys. You guys cheated. You cheated those guys. We lost that game. What the hell is this? But the men that watch sports nowadays are feminine. They're full of estrogen. It's the softest bunch of men in the history of the world, probably. I mean, super soft. Like sports fan dudes is tripped out. You can't get no softer than them. They fit this conversation because they're so feminine. They're like girls. Imagine like you can't play no sports and you cheering for a sports team. Just let that sink in. You can't run a half a block and you cheering for somebody that ran a 50-yard touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And you cheering. Yo, he can really run. I can't, but he can. He's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? You just love him. You know, you want his jersey on. You know what I'm saying? You want his jersey. You worship the dude, and you're a dude. It's crazy. It's, and then they don't like the teams. The men today, they don't like the teams. They like individuals. They don't like the teams. That's feminine. They don't like the East versus the West. They're like Team LeBron versus Team Curry. Pause. What? Like in the All Star game, this Team LeBron. Could you imagine that you're on the West and LeBron is your opponent during the playoffs, and they want you to play on Team LeBron, and you trying to beat LeBron out? You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to beat you all year, I do not want to be on your team, dude. You are up. That's like Michael Jordan. He's on Team Isaiah. You know, he's on Team Isaiah. He's on Team Isaiah with Detroit, with the Pistons. You know, Michael Jordan's playing with Team Isaiah. They never would have went. That group would have been like, "Is y'all crazy?" This is what I think about Isaiah. What? He is the enemy. Okay. Right now, he gets a pass because we're trying to beat the East. But make no mistake, the only of us as friends is those that play on the same team. If you don't play on my team, it's the hell with you. And real sports. Like in real sports, I don't like no team but Max. Your team sucks, all of you. You know what I'm saying? What kind of sports? Masculine. What kind of sports? Go Team LeBron. Go Team Curry. Oh boy. Then cheer against Curry in the playoffs. Wait a minute. I thought you was on Team Curry. Let him come whoop y'all then. You know what I'm saying? Let him come shoot y'all lights out. You were just cheering for this dude. What the hell? Well, my kids say I got to say it right. What the hell? My kids and my grandkids, they be giving me grammar. They're like, it's what the hell, grandpas? What the hell? Okay, what the hell? You know, shout out to my grandkids and my children. They keep me up, you know, they won't let me say, they won't let me be dated. Yeah, they won't let me be dated. We don't say that no more, Dad. What y'all say then? Yeah. My daughter, when I say some old slang, she goes, "Oh my God." She says, nobody says that anymore, Dad. Well, listen, I'm 68. Like, what? I don't get a pass. Here she go. No. You know, that's what they did. That's what they do. They give you the long, no. That's what she do. But that's the girl thing. I don't think I could do that. I think that's feminine. I don't think I could do the, no. But I could do the what the hell. I think that's masculine and feminine. I don't think I got to ask her. But I'm talking about this because I'm just doing me watching everything. So I'm watching everything. I enjoy watching everything: weather, sports, tornadoes, hurricanes. Well, not sports. I don't watch sports anymore, but weather. You know what's going on in the movie theaters, politics, food, natural disasters, all kind of toxins in the food, all of that, and entertainment. You know, I try to watch everything except the stuff that's just not real anymore. And I don't know what's going on. I've been watching like Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse Two Time. I've been watching them. Shout out to both of them. Talented brothers. Uh, but they need to start shopping at Victoria's Secrets. I mean, with all due respect, they need they need to start. Honeycomb Brazy, I kind of mess with you. Not really no more. Finesse Two Time. Maybe you should just be two times the finesse, cause y'all girly. They gangsters too. They supposed to be gangsters. But I mean, after 539 videos about each other, I think don't y'all think it's time to move on? You know, and they be hollering and screaming. They be hollering and screaming to their Instagram followers about the other dude. Use a B. I went over there, my brother never came over there, and y'all didn't need to do nothing. You went to jail, you was calling your baby mama, you didn't have no money. Your mom was at the house broke, she couldn't buy nothing. I said, what? What? Y'all, I said, what? I mean, they be like gangster gossiping. I said, what the hell is going on? It's unbelievable. I just be looking at it. Oh man, and they try to find out each other's business, and they just be going about. I don't know how many videos them two they made about each other. I don't know how many videos they done made. I don't know. A bunch of them. I'm like, what's going on? A bunch of them. I've been actually, oh well. It's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be gangster gossiping. They be gossiping with a gun. They be wet snitching. You heard of dry snitching? They be wet snitching. They be snitching. When I see you, I'm going to shoot you twice with my 45 Glock that I bought Thursday. I just bought it Thursday. This is it. This is it right here. I keep it right here. It be in the car. When I see you, I'm going to shoot you. I said, do wet snitching. I heard of dry snitching. Bro, you done told the police everything. And I'm like, what is this? I can't believe it's crazy. They wet snitching. They ain't even dry snitching. They straight up wet snitching. They moist. They straight, I swear to God. I'm watching this stuff. I'm tripping. It's tripped out. I'm watching. They ain't keeping a gangster or nothing. They showed Jim Jones want to get his guys to whoop Dame. Yeah, they pulled that video out and put that old video where Jim Jones ran into Dame Dash and tried to get the goons to jump Dame Dash. Got the public all confused. Why y'all post? I think Freaky Zeke posted that. Zeke, you bogus. I understand y'all beefing, but come on, man. And y'all up here confusing the audience. The audience was confused. The whole internet would hate me because I go against the grain. Because the internet was like, Jim Jones trying to get them dudes to jump Dame. He's soft. He's supposed to fight one-on-one. He's trying to get somebody to jump Dame. He's scary, y'all that. I said, what? They say Jim Jones bogus for getting his guys to want to jump Dame Dash. That Jim Jones is a chump for not wanting to fight one-on-one. I said, the hell is y'all talking about? If it was me and I was out there with my guys and I was beefing with James, we'd seen him, yeah, we would have jumped. They would have jumped him. Yeah, it would have stomped them out. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is y'all talking about? Ain't no rules, fool. Ain't no rules. What do you mean? They act like this like Mayberry with Andy Griffin and say, Opie, you got to get out there and fight for yourself. Bruh, you beefing with me and I catch you with 5 of my guys, you're going to get stomped out. What you talking about? Ain't no heads up. It's head down into the cement. The hell is you talking about? We gonna whoop you. Man, listen. Hey, no, what do you mean fair? What you talking about? They're like, no, you're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to get out there heads up. Listen, bro. I hate you. Okay. I'm not trying to be no man. Okay. All right. This ain't about no man. I hate you. I want to see you take a L any way possible. There's no rules, fool. It's the streets. Ain't many rules. I said, I gotta go. I didn't type nothing because the whole internet would have hated me because all the internet was Jimmy should have fought. Jimmy should have fought. I was like, Jimmy did right. He know James' boy. He called the Goonie Goons off. But he did what he was supposed to do. Sick dude and them on day. Whoop dude. What are you talking about? What? Play with me and let me be with some people. That's not street rules. That's fake. That's internet rules. That's not street rules. That's not street rules. Street rules don't even fight. They're gonna pop you. So that's not street rules. That's not street rules. That's not no street. What street is that? I've never been on that street. What street is that? I live in Chicago. If they see you, everybody gonna shoot in the car. Everybody in the car gonna shoot you. You're gonna get hit 439 times if they can. What is street rules? Listen, if you go by street rule heads up, don't beef with me. Don't beef with me. Don't beef with me. If you do fair, if you do all of fair, don't beef with me. Because I'm not doing fair. I'm trying to F you up. I just want to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? The point is for you to wish you never mess with me. But however that gotta happen. I'm not, what do you mean fair? Heads up. No. I'm from the rack. We see you as your head down. You know what I'm saying? On the concrete. You know what I'm saying? I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying these men is feminine. That's feminine. That's feminine. To get on the internet and talk crazy to me, say all kind of crazy stuff to me. And then when I see you, you want to have a referee and you wanted to, but you wasn't talking like no referee. You wasn't talking based on no rules. You was talking outside of your neck. Now, when me and the guys catch you, now you wanted to be fair and square, but it was crooked when you was on the phone, when you was typing, and you was all crooked. You was talking crooked. And I read everything you said about me. I don't see no rules. Look like you broke all the rules. To me, it looked like you breaking rules. You look like a professional line crosser. You know what I'm saying? That's what you look like to me when you beefing with me. So don't be beefing. Don't be beefing with me. Don't be trying to, don't be trying to do no Chinese teriyaki beef with me. Now we doing real beef. We ain't even cooking it. You trying to saute yours up and have a beef with chopsticks. I'm trying to have raw cow. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to say. I was like, oh, what did they talk about? I guess it's rules, huh? So you can hate me and you can beef with me, and it's rules, huh? It's rules. It's rules. It's rules. Yeah. So you can break all the rules talking to me, but then when I see you, there's rules. Really? So I didn't say nothing because everybody's like, Jimmy should have fought. And I was like, no, Jimmy did right. He didn't actually get the goons on Dane. That would have been bogus. Him and Dane did too much work together to get on him. But if it would have been smoke, they were supposed to whoop Dane. Yeah, they were supposed to whoop Dane. You got caught slipping. In the hood, on the block. They talking about in the streets. In the streets, get caught slipping. See what happened to you. Like, man, there ain't no rules in the streets. I can't believe they keep talking about in the streets and rules. The only rules in the street is on your street as a little kid in your neighborhood. Y'all fight heads up. That's the only street where there's rules. In front of your mommy house or your enemy's house when you're in the 3rd grade or 4th grade and you on the block, on the street as a little kid. But there ain't no adult street rules. There's no adult street rules. Who told y'all that? Come on, man. It's the streets. I jump out, you jump out. You got a pistol, I got a pistol. I tell you, let's go head up. You lay your pistol down, and then I pop you. I changed my name. You know what I'm saying? What is you talking about, fool? You know what I'm saying? We jump out, you got a tool, I got a tool. I'll be like, man, we ain't got to do it like this. Let's put the tools down. Let's go heads up. You put yours down. I say, as a matter of fact, I changed my mind. Pop, pop. B word, stop playing with me. Here's another one. Pop. You lose. You know what the hell are you talking about? It's the streets. There is no rules in the streets. The streets is whatever, whatever. The streets? Y'all believe it's street rules? It's the streets. The word streets mean no rules. That's why they do it no matter who you with. Was it like that back in the day? Back in the day, it depends on what day. If you go way back, it depended on how egregious your uh, violation was. I know people are gonna try to tell you it used to be like this back in the day. Everything depended on what you did. If you did something to a person, but it inadvertently affected their family, he's not gonna spare your family. If I'm the breadwinner and you do something to me, and my mom and them get evicted, you think your mama's safe? My mama got evicted because what you did to me. So F your mama. What you talking about? So it all depends on what you did. But those rules don't apply today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching these dudes and they arguing back and forth and then they're all feminine and they telling their crimes all on, they threatening each other all on social media. How feminine is that? They telling the police everything. Then they want to have beef. They want to talk about each other with no rules. And then they want to have rules when they meet. And it's just like back in the day, you had to have rules in the beginning to have rules at the end. You couldn't violate rules at the beginning and then have rules at the end. So I kept seeing these dudes about Jimmy should have fought Dame head up. I'm like, no, Jimmy shouldn't have fought Dame at all because of the history they had together. But if they didn't have no history together and you out there with your guys and you catch them, ain't none of that, no one-on-one. Back in the days when you would get into it with somebody, you only got into it with them. Now when you get into somebody, their whole crew is in it, running their mouth too. Everybody running their mouth. See, back in the day, the difference was if I get into it with Jeffrey, we going back and forth, it's just Jeffrey and me. Jeffrey got nobody on his side saying nothing. I got nobody on my side saying, I ain't like that no more. Today, if I get into it with Jeffrey, all Jeffrey cousin them, all y'all talking, all y'all threatening and talking. Then nobody want to address that part. Everybody be threatening. Everybody be talking about, yeah, wishing something gonna happen to you. You understand? If his squad catch you and he ain't there, they gonna jump you. Even if he not there. They'll go Pharaoh. He was talking crazy to Craig. They're gonna jump me. They're not gonna go back, Craig. We seen Pharaoh. We didn't do nothing because we was waiting for you, so y'all can go heads up. Yeah, all right. Don't go to jail. Don't go to prison. You might get lucky and one dude just knock you out or whatever, but most likely they gonna beat you up, whoever they is. I mean, when I was in the county jail, I was prepared to hurt multiple people. It's the only way you're gonna survive in the county jail and prison. You can't go in there talking about one person. Ah, hell no. You gotta be willing to hurt multiple people, because four dudes might come in your cell and they're gonna gang argue. Now, why nobody don't never say nothing to all these people that that's happening to? Why you never nobody said one on one with that? All the people getting gang ard. Ain't nobody talk against that. And that's happening on a daily in the prison system. And it's happening on the street to women. Why nobody don't say nothing about that? Multiple men attacking women, grabbing women, snatching them in vans, taking them on, doing stuff to them. Nobody don't say nothing about that. And that's a woman against 3, 4 men. Why y'all don't say that? Okay. Why don't y'all say anything about 4 people breaking in your house? Why y'all don't say nothing about 20 people smashing and grabbing in the store? That ain't fair. You selling purses and 20 people running in and take the purses. Why you don't say it's 2 people in the store, only 2 people supposed to come in there and take the purses? Answer. Anybody got an answer? Why you don't say you in your car and you get carjacked, 2 dudes ain't supposed to carjack you, just one then, right? According to those rules. Only one person supposed to carjack you, right? Heads up. And they're not supposed to have a pistol. They're supposed to walk up to your car and beat you up and take your car, right? Right? According to what some of y'all believe, it's supposed to be fair and square and heads up, right? 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 If it's 3 ladies in the store, only 3 ladies supposed to be able to go in there and smash and grab. Ain't no men y'all in there smashing and grabbing them ladies. Right? Ain't supposed to be no 8 men smashing, grabbing no 2 or 3 women, right? According to what some of y'all believe, it's supposed to be heads up, right? I'm trying to see. And when Dame Dash went to the Breakfast Club, he definitely brought a goon with him to intimidate Charlemagne and them. If I ain't mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. When Dame Dash went down there, he bought a big old dude from the streets with him to intimidate them. It's just dude didn't want to do it. If I'm not mistaken. Dame did not go in there by himself. This is a radio station. Why you bring a goon off the block? Why did Dame bring an enforcer off the block to the Breakfast Club? Because that's what that was. If it would have been me at a radio station and dude would have came in there, it would have really been smoke. Unless the fact we try not to mess up our radio station. But I would be trying to do dirty because I'd be like, what the fuck you came down here for? Who you supposed to be? That's how I would have went with Big Man. Boy, ain't nobody scared of you. What you bring him for? What that supposed to mean? That's how that would have went. What that supposed to mean? Nobody cared nothing about you bringing this dude with this clown with you, this bozo ass with you. You know what I'm saying? We would have tested dude. He would have had to do something. In the streets, y'all come out the streets. In the streets, just bringing that dude, trying to intimidate me, would have been a problem. Dude would have had, it would have been smoke just over that. In the streets, that would have been a threat. That would have been taken seriously. You know, these people, I would have been insulted. What you bring dude for? We just here to have a conversation. So you brought somebody who's supposed to be a bully or something? That's what it looked like. And Dane was trying to play it like that, but dude was not trying to play it like that. Dude didn't really like Dane playing him like that. You know, dude didn't know that's why Dane brought him. And he peeped, Dane got me down here to try to intimidate. So dude was really discombobulated. He didn't like that. He didn't like Dane taking him down there in that capacity. I seen it. So it's crazy. Yeah, y'all seen the Breakfast Club? Dane bought that dude down there tomorrow. This real street dude. He got bodies and all of that. With Charlamagne and DJ Envy and the lady in a radio station where we just talking. And Dane come out there with his suit on trying to look like a gangster with the hitman with him. That's what it looked like to me. So now all of a sudden, he can't get jumped. He brought somebody in there to jump them. Psychologically trying to intimidate them. That's what it looked like to me. And that's the difference in the streets. See, it would have, with some street people, that would have went bad for Dude and Dane. Or the other way around. They would have had to show and prove. Somebody, one side would have had to show and prove. Dude would have really had to be that. He would have really had to be that in other situations. He wouldn't have been able to come here talking about what you used to be. Nah. Because us in the streets are like, well, you ain't shit today, though. And if you will, show us. You know what I'm saying? That's how the streets would have been honoring nothing you did outside. What that mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So can't nobody talk about Dane one-on-one when Dane came to a doggone radio station with a goon. Trying to intimidate Charlamagne and DJ Envy with dude. That's what it looked like. To me. He was trying to do the same thing Jim Jones was trying to do to him out there. But whatever. Phony. Yeah. Phony. Damon's phony as a $2 bill. But that's not what we're here to talk about. It's just, I'm watching all this stuff, and these is men, and they're on the internet, and they're just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I don't mind them trolling. I don't mind the trolling. I don't feel like the trolling is feminine. I feel like the trolling is just comedy and just having fun on social media. But the beefing is feminine to me. But to be beefing on social media back and forth. And I had many people wanted to beef with me on social media. And I don't be beefing. If you do something and I feel it's worth talking about it, I'm gonna talk about it one time and then that's it. Now if I see you make 5, 6 videos about me when I only responded, to me you a B word. You feminine. You see I ain't responding. Get it said with your chest one time and move on. Why is you gotta make 10 videos about me, especially when you was in the wrong and you had somebody else's name in your mouth first? I address it. Now here you got a whole red, black, and green skirt on, doing the whole girl act, and you ain't even like that. You not that. You a book dude. And so these dudes be on the internet with this female energy beefing. I'm not beefing with nobody on this internet. That's not a beef. When I see something in the community and I talk about it, that's not a beef. That's not beefing. We're not beefing. But these dudes be wanting to turn something into a beef, try to turn it into something that can get views, him against him. That's girly. You want you want you want YouTube and internet titles that you beefing with some dude. What kind of man? I don't want no title about me beefing with no dude. I don't want that. I don't want that Pharaoh against so and so. Pharaoh against so man, no, I'm not doing all that. That's come on now. That's girly. Say what you gotta say. I say what I gotta say, and then let's move on. Like men. And then he said, and then he said this, and then he said that, and then he said that. That's why I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. I got toxic masculinity, so I can't even do that. I start getting sick to my stomach if I say somebody's name too many times. You know what I'm saying? And then this what he said about me. He shouldn't have said that. That's what I think about him. And he this and he that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I got so much toxic masculinity that if somebody do get out of line and I make a video about them, once everybody see it, I take it down just so they can't go back and forth with it. Let me take this down because if it go any further, right, then what I said is feminine. I just want to say it and move on. But the internet want to play ping pong with it and then not mess with my, you know what I'm saying? I start having PTSD when you just want to keep on with it, keep on with it. All I'm going to do is get kicked off the internet because I'm going to start threatening you with violence, which I'm going to basically really uh, be on. So I'm trying to keep myself out of that. I'm not in the streets no more. I'm not in the streets no more. I'm not on YouTube promoting violence. I'm trying to tell y'all don't do violence, avoid. But the back and forth, the more feminine you get, the more toxic my masculinity get. It ain't healthy for me. I'm going through mental treatment. you know, I'm I'm going through treatment. I got things wrong with me. It's something wrong with me. I'm trying to fix it. It's something wrong with me. So I can't do it. all of that do something to me. I can't. So I had to, after a while, I had to unfollow brothers if they don't stop. I like, okay, I gotta unfollow this. I can't let this keep coming in my timeline because it's too girly. You start looking girly. At first, I'm checking you out. You got a beef. Okay, that's cool. You say do this, he say you that. But then after about 4 weeks, and then you say, then he said this, and he said, then he said that. All right, okay, unfollow. All right, you up there screaming on the Instagram and all of that, and I'm like, all right, this, y'all black man, y'all got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? This feminine, this is not gangster. There's nothing gangster about back and forth on the internet and telling the police who your enemy is. That's not gangsters. Gangsters move in silence. And these young brothers in Chicago, they beef and they tell everything. And then when they get caught, ain't no way they're gonna be a case. Look at Dirk. Dirk ain't gonna beat the case. Oh, they did? All right, well, they gonna have to win a couple more times for me to watch it because sports is fixed. So I don't really care. You know, I don't care nothing about Drew. I don't mess with sports. It's fixed. Even when my team win, I don't mess with sports. It's fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's rigged. So ain't no need of me putting no emotions on it now. If they get in the Super Bowl, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to really be watching it like a real fan. I'm just going to be watching it to see if the city going to be cheering or whatever. But I'm not going to put. I don't mess with sports no more. Once my eyes is open and I see it's rigged, I don't care who won. Because you either cheating for the other team or you cheat for my team. At the end of the day, it's not fair and square. And I come up in the days of real sports where it's not whether you win or lose, but it's how you play the game. And I come up in a day where you play fair and square and make the best man win. And sports ain't like that no more. Sports is some bozo where the people that win just be cheering and they don't care that the refs cheated for their team. I don't want to see them cheat for the Bears and then cheer for the Bears when I think y'all cheated for them. And just be like, well, as long as we won, yeah, go Bears. No, hell no. I want to see a real game. Because I come from the era where we don't really care who lose or win. We just want to see a real sporting competition. That's real sports people that played. I played everything: baseball, basketball, football. I played all of that growing up. And we played every day. We played sports. Unless it was bike day where we just riding our bikes all day. And we don't care who win or lose. We don't care. We want everybody to play their hardest. Shit. If you lose, we like, that's all right. We're gonna beat them next time though. Yeah, that's all right. Wait till next time. We're gonna beat y'all. We're gonna beat y'all. Like that. But not this thing now where I go on brothers' pages that was cheering for the Packers and type Bears won. Like they would have did over here. If the Bears would have lost, people would have feminine dudes would have came over here. Packers won with their skirt on and all that. Like, bro, really? Are you serious? All right, so what you want from me? So what that was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if the Packers would have won and you came over here and say Packers won, that what that's supposed to mean to me? That's girly, bruh. Man, I'm gonna make Pharaoh feel bad. Packers won, man, nanny, boo boo, You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, well, your parents lost when they had a feminine dude like you. Your parents lost. They been took a L. What year you was born? That's the year your family lost. When they had a feminine son like you, boy, go change your diaper and let your mama powder your booty. Right. Get me, let me tell you something. Real gangster shit. You're not gonna get me to go back and forth over no millionaires, sports players. Period. See me, I'm a realist. Them dudes making money. They both sides. They making way more money than me. I'm not to the point where I don't realize they rich. They well off. And I'm not. That's the end of it. Both sides in the world of economics is winning compared to me. The Packers is winning compared to me, and the Bears is winning compared to me in the financial world. Like I say all the time, I used to be delivering green. And the Bulls was in the finals. Like, I don't know if it was the third championship. It was probably like the third one or the second one. And so it got close to halftime. My phone started ringing. Everybody wants some green. I'm like, I'm watching the Bulls. I'm not finna make no deliveries. I'm watching the Bulls. Then I started thinking, and this was a big awareness in my life, because I started thinking, okay, they want to spend $280, 300 some dollars. If I go right now and run around, I'm going to make 300 some dollars. I'll be back in the third quarter. I start thinking, when the game is over, Michael going to be rich. Scotty going to be rich. They going to be celebrating. They going to have money. I'm going to be the left 300 some dollars on the table. I'm out. Boy, I'm not finna lose no money while they get rich and then celebrate. They celebrate. They ain't got paid. I ain't left 300 some dollars on the table. Boy, listen, I'll see y'all when I get back. And that was a lesson I learned that I try to teach y'all. I'm telling you, the day I learned that, the day I had to teach myself, Pharaoh, you a fool. You better go get that damn money. You see what I'm saying? My dumb ass was not going to go get the money to watch them get rich. I was going to sit at home and watch them get successful and leave 300 some dollars on the table. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. I was going to leave my money on the table to cheer for them to get money. That was like the second time they won, when they repeated. I swear to God. It was either the second time when they repeated or the fifth time when they had won the fifth ring. One of those. I can't keep up because they won 6 times. But I know this. I came to my senses. I think it was early, though. It definitely was early. It was definitely early because I went and got all the rest of that money. So it's definitely like the second game. Because after that, I got it. I got it. When this beeper go off, I'm out. And I'll see y'all when I get back. Whenever I get back, I'll watch y'all win. And then I never forgot. I got that $350. I came home and they won. And I was like, we won! Everybody won! You know what I'm saying? I was really excited. I won. Go Bulls. Y'all help me win. I got $350. And people calling me right now because they're excited. I probably made $1,200 that night afterwards too. But I remember I was so excited when they won and out went, and I had that $300 in my pocket. I was like, yes, we won. I felt so good. I felt real good. I like, we won. Oh, they helping me make money with my dumb ass. With my dumb ass. They helped me make $350 right there. Like what? I was only gone about an hour and a half. I got back in the third quarter, $300. That's on top of the money I'm already making. That's just an extra 3 ball. Boy, I was so happy when they won. I was like, that was it. Go Bulls. Go Bulls. Go Bulls. My beeper finna go crazy. Go Bulls. Go Bulls. Boy, I made thousands of dollars. Me and the Bulls, we won big time. Me and the Bulls, we won a whole lot. We won a lot. Me and the Bulls, we was winning. You know what I'm saying? We was really, me and the Bulls, we was winning. But as far as betting, no, I'm still gambling. I don't bet. I only bet on me. With the dice I know is not fixed. And I stopped doing that. I ain't gambled in years. Even when I go to the boat and stuff, I'm not gambling. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be arguing over no, you know what I'm saying? That's feminine. That's feminine. I'm not finna, if I know you from New York and the Knicks playing the Bulls and we win, I'm not finna go to no brother from New York and say, yeah, the Bulls. To me, that's feminine shit. Why would I, is that all? That ain't even necessary. Ain't necessary for me to antagonize you over some sports that neither me and you don't even play. Now, let's keep it real. I ain't out there playing. You ain't out there playing. So now, how serious we gonna cheer about who won and who lost? But neither one of us on the field or on the court. You know what I'm saying? Keep this real. How much can I cheer about somebody else playing? You feel me? And we'll see what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because sports go like this. If you don't go all the way, it is what the hell it is. You got to win the Super Bowl. Some other games, it's cute, it's good, but you got to win the Super Bowl. But I ain't been a sports fan since the game's been rigged. I don't like sports. I can't stand sports. I think they need to have a referendum and they need to take all the cheating out of sports and bring it back to the old school sports and let them play fair and square and call the game the same way every time. I don't want to watch no basketball game. And the announcer saying, the refs letting them play tonight. As Drip with the zip would say, Cuomo. They letting them play tonight. Well, what was they doing the other night? But see, the fans, y'all don't hear that. The announcers be saying in the basketball game, the refs letting them play tonight. They supposed to let them play every night. What? So y'all ain't calling the game the same way? It's different nights, different fouls. A foul should be a foul. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The same foul. It's a foul or it's not. It's travel or it's not. Period. No, it's a foul today. It's not tomorrow. The players got to play a quarter and a half before they find out how you call in the game. Sports people that hoop know what I'm talking about. Imagine you hoop and the game start and you got to kind of try to see how the hell they going to call the game. Pay for my ticket. I like sports on TV. I don't like sports at the game. Basketball's cool at the game, but I like TV. You can see it better on TV. You can't see it on TV. You see the reruns and everything. I like TV. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the game. The basketball game, I take my kids. Yeah, I can miss. I don't like sports at the. I like TV. TV, you can see it better. You know what I'm saying? Then my queen could be butt booty naked at TV. She can't do that at the game. I could be knocking something back. All that at the TV is better. You know what I'm saying? I got the reruns. I ain't got to be around a bunch of drunks hollering and screaming. I ain't got to pay no parking. I ain't got to sit 50 miles away and they look like ants. None of that. So I prefer TV. The food sucks. Uh, the only one that's really now baseball is good for the Cubs, not the White Sox. Now baseball is good because Wrigley Field is one of the oldest fields, and it's almost like a picnic. So you're not really there for the game, kind of. But I like Wrigley Field because it's kind of like going to a picnic, right? So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Another thing I like about baseball, the reason baseball is the best sport to go to, because when you go to a baseball game, everybody's in the game. So when you go to basketball, you're not in the game. When you go to football, you're not in the game. But when you go to a baseball game, you in the game. Facts. Because when you go to a baseball game and you hear that bat hit that ball, you better have your eyes open or you're going to get hit right in your face with a ball. Right? So what I like about baseball is everybody in the stadium got to be in the game. You got to pay attention at a baseball game because the baseball flies in the audience. Facts. And when you hear somebody say heads up, that's the difference between baseball. The ball is flying everywhere. So if you're sitting right here and he betting right there and he chip a foul ball, yeah, don't be paying attention to see what happened to you. So baseball, you got to be just like the outfielders. Ask anybody. Yeah. Baseball is interaction. Ain't none of that. You just chilling. Baseball is the only one where everybody in there is in the game. You ain't worried about no football coming where you at. Unless they kicking a punt or a field goal or something. Well, baseball, every time they swing, you better be paying attention. Especially if you in this area from here back to the plate. Now, if you out there, you're going to have plenty of time. Everybody in the outfield, you got them seats, everybody going to let you know. You're going to hear the ball hit. You're going to hear everybody say, oh, and all that. But boy, if you right here and he batting like right there, the ball coming fast. Crack, pop. Yeah, you can lose your teeth. So with baseball, you got to pay attention. Ain't no sleeping on baseball, especially if you close where you can get a line shot. Because when I took my son, my youngest son, to see the Cubs, yeah, a couple of balls, yeah. Hey, would you tell them all this? It ain't no joke. Go and let a ball come close by where you at. See how it hit them seats. Hey man, you could have to get on an ambulance. Like you could end up going to the hospital. Real, if that ball hit you in your head, where you hit a hard foul ball right over there, be right behind first base, and you sitting up there, Yeah. Them foul balls could send you to the hospital. Kids, it's serious. So that's why I like baseball, because you got to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention in baseball. Ask anybody. That's the only sport where you got to pay attention. You in the game. Especially if you sit anywhere. This home plate. If you sit anywhere from here to there, anywhere where a line drive could come. Now, if you where a pop-up can come, you all right. But if you there and the broken bats, but they got a cage there. So you ain't gonna get hit by a broken bat necessarily, because they got protection like right behind the umpire. They got that big cage. But them line shots, them dudes hit a ball hard. Whoever been in the audience when the ball came up by you? Hey, the third baseline, first base, third baseline, hey, go to sleep. And them old white ladies, they own it. They're like, heads up! You know what I'm saying? Them old white ladies. Hey, I like baseball. Hey, baseball got the best fans by far. Baseball got the best fans by far. It ain't even no competition. They there with the stats. Them old white ladies write down everything. It's crazy. Like, they really into it. They got their little booklets. They write down everything. It's amazing to hear them, especially them old white ladies. Them old white ladies, hey, don't sleep on them old white ladies. They know everything about the game. Everything. They go every game. They at every game. Every home game. Man, you got old white ladies that are at every home game. Every one of them. And they know everything. It's amazing. It really is. It's the most interesting. When you talk about interaction, yeah, baseball is off the chain. Baseball is the best. It ain't even close. Baseball fans is a whole different animal. Basketball fans is with it. But basketball fans, a lot of people just on a date. You know what I'm saying? So if you go see the Bulls or somebody, there's a lot of people on a date, take their girl to see the Bulls. But baseball, no, these is baseball people. These ain't no date. These is real baseball. They've been going to baseball game since the 60s. The older ones, they've been trying to trip you out. And they got all the stats. They writing everything down. No sports do that. They can tell you everything about every player, when he got traded, what he used to do on the other team. I used to just be sitting there listening. I said, this shit's amazing. Baseball is tripped out. I didn't say I said the best. I'm saying when you go to the game, you ever been to a baseball game, G-Roy? You been to a professional baseball game? You ever been to a professional baseball game? The baseball fans, there's no fans like baseball fans. Football fans ain't like baseball fans. Football fans is there, but football fans there to cheer for their team. They don't got, you got to understand, they're not pitching it. They don't pitch. They don't pitch. They don't steal bases. It's not nowhere close to the way the stats is. You understand what I'm saying, G-Rock? The football stats ain't no stats in sports like baseball stats. Every batter got stats. Offensive linemen and defensive linemen ain't got no stats like that. Every player got stats. Everyone. Because baseball is the only baseball and basketball. Baseball got stats and basketball got stats. But basketball don't got the same kind of stats. You need to go to one. You'll see what I'm talking about. They got a whole different stats. Hold on. Somebody look up, and I'll tell you something else too. How many football games is it a year? How many games the Bears gonna play? Well, like 16? How many games the Cubs gonna play? Somebody look it up and put in the chat how many football games there is a season for a team and how many baseball games it is for a team. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Basketball and football, none of them have as many games as baseball. They play a lot of games. It ain't no competition. Football don't play no games. What, 13, 12? The Cubs play 82 games. How many games the Bulls play? Yeah, regular season. How many regular season games? That preseason is over. How many regular season games do the Cubs play? And how many regular season games do the Bulls play? Baseball, 162 games. How many regular season games of White Flame do the Bulls play? Because these people think I'm just talking. How many regular season games do the Bulls play? White Flame. They think I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the realest alive. 162 games. Baseball, 82. Now, who got the best fans? The person that go to 82 games or the person that go to 162 games? Who got the best fans? Put it in the chat. G-Rock, who got the best fans? 17 games. Don't even compete. Who got the best fans? The 17 games, the 82 games, or the 162 games? It's a whole summer, spring, and summertime event. This is how they spend their whole spring and summer. In terms of the fans ain't physical. I'm talking about the fans. The fans ain't got to do nothing physical. Who got the most dedicated fans? By far. There is no fans like baseball fans. If you go to the Bulls, if you go to every game, you're going to see some fans at every game. If you go to the Cubs, you're going to see a lot of the same fans at every damn game. Listen, if you go to the Cubs game, if you go to every home game, you're going to see the same people. You're going to see some different people, but you're going to see them Cubs fanatics at every game. That old lady, she at every game. She don't miss a game. The Cubs lost 100 years. Didn't win a World Series for 100 years, and Wrigley Field stayed packed. Stayed packed. And when the Cubs won, my artist, we went and shot his music video downtown in the crowd. I'm telling you, hey, baseball is it's a whole thing, man. What's going on, bro? Baseball's the whole thing. Baseball is the best game to go to, though. If you've never been to a baseball game, especially if you got children, and especially if you got a son, take that boy to the baseball game. Take your wife and children to a base. They're going to have the time of their life because it's a picnic. It ain't like them other things. It's different. And 9 innings is a long time. And then you can go to a double hitter. You're going to be out there all day and that night. It's really fun. It's not like you're going to a sporting event. It's like a picnic. Heck, man, take your woman to a baseball game. She's going to love the hell out of you. It's warm, it's outside. And she don't got to pay attention. You don't got to pay attention at baseball. You just got to pay attention when you hit the ball. Your girl going to love you. Especially because that's something different. You know, women, when they go on dates, they want to see who could go on the most creative date. If I meet a queen right now and I take her to a baseball game, she going to think Pharaoh is the man. Girl, I went to a baseball game. You went to what? I went to a baseball game. Because all she want to do is be with you and eat and enjoy herself. And anyway, all she just want to do is spend time with you. And she's sitting there with you. It's warm outside. It's summertime. Hey, man, that's the lick. They like the basketball game, too. The basketball game is a good day. The basketball game is a good day, but not like a baseball game. Because a basketball game, she's going to be a little more familiar with that. Especially if she's a black woman. She's going to be totally unfamiliar with a baseball game. Totally. And as long as she ain't sitting around nobody that's annoying her, she's going to love it. Heck yes, man, listen. A baseball game? And possibly be on TV, but it's like a picnic. That's why people love baseball. And she love it, don't she? Don't she, Drew? She love it. She love it. It's not like a sporting event, is it, Drew? It's like a picnic. It's like a picnic and they just playing baseball. That's what it's like. It's not like when you go to a basketball game, it's like a basketball game is a lot like when you go to the circus. You know, the circus be inside and see at halftime, they be having all type of people dancing and stuff. So a basketball game is a lot like a circus when you go to the circus inside. A baseball game, especially if you got one that's outside. Now, if it's an indoor stadium, I don't know. But Chicago got the most iconic baseball stadium because they never changed it. They never changed Wrigley Field. So it's also historic. If you come to Chicago in the summertime with your queen and your family, go to see the Cubs. Don't go see the White Sox. Go see the Chicago Cubs. Not to mention when you leave, you're on the north side where all the action at, where all the best dinners at, where all the best restaurants is at. I'm giving you game. If you come to Chicago, you want to trip your queen out or your wife out, and don't tell her it's a surprise. Take her to a Cubs game. Because even if she get ready to go, when you leave, you're on the north side where all the action is at. All the action. Arizona, they be out there for the preseason games. Arizona, all the teams practice out there. So my friends in Arizona, they be going to those games. They go to see baseball before the season starts. Because I would have to say that Arizona is the #1 baseball state because of the warm weather and all the teams practice out there. You know, Big Pharaoh's international and national. I know a lot of things. So Arizona, they big on baseball. So I can go to Arizona and see the Cubs preseason games. White Sox, I can see everybody preseason game in Arizona. Arizona get paid off of baseball. Yeah, baseball is the nicest one to go to as far as on a date. In Chicago, you've been cooped up all winter. Know what I'm saying? Basketball during the winter season. Feel me? Football is doing, you see, in Chicago right now, football, see this weather? So football be in the weather when it start getting cold. Basketball start when it's cold. You know what I'm saying? And then when the basketball season get towards the end, it's indoors. When they all want to be inside in the summer, early spring and summer. Baseball start in the spring. So you outside when it's beautiful. I'm talking about beautiful, but it's really enjoyable. It really is. It's really enjoyable. It's nice. And I like baseball because it's interactive. The other sports are not interactive. You just watching them. When you go to a baseball stadium, oh, you in the game because the ball is coming. I'm not answering questions off subject no more today, bro. I'm not doing that today, okay? I'm only staying on subject. Ask me something on subject, but all that trolling trying to change the subject, they're gonna get you blocked. I'm not changing the subject, bro. You see what we talking about? That's what we talking about. We're not doing that. You got two choices: get on subject, or I gotta block you till tomorrow. I remember you. You do that all the time. Something wrong with you. Baseball is cheap too. What I like about it is interactive. You are in the game. That's the thing about baseball. When you go to a baseball game, you in the game because the ball flying. See, football, the ball stay on the field. Basketball, the ball stay on the court. Baseball, the ball is in the air. Okay, that's why you you got to be alert. You can't zone out at the baseball game because the ball is in the air. Everybody in there is basically in the game. That's why so many people wear a glove. That's why so many fans wear their glove, because you might got to catch the ball. On my soul. You ain't got to worry about catching no football unless it's a punt or a field goal. You ain't got to worry about the basketball unless you're sitting down in the couple first rows. But the baseball, yeah. At the baseball game, every time somebody get up there to bat, especially if this is home plate. If you're sitting anywhere right here, you better pay attention. Yeah. And everybody's paying attention anyway because they're trying to catch a ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like interactive. And a lot of balls go in the stands. A lot of them. A lot of balls fly to the fans. A lot of them. So it's the best one. It's the best sport to go to. And it's slow. You don't got to stare at it. You got to stare at football, and you got to stare at basketball. But baseball, you just got to pay attention when you hit the ball, but you don't got to watch them run up and down all that time. You don't got to watch them hike. You don't got, It's easier to watch, but you got to pay attention. It's definitely the most relaxing, it just feels like you went on a picnic. That's the best way to explain it. It feels like a picnic. Baseball. If you haven't been, go. Feels like a picnic. Real nice. A good way to get you some vitamin D. Get you some sun on your body. So that's it on that. Men kind of firm up. If you're on the social media, don't get caught up in the arguments. Don't get caught up in the beef. If you don't get along with somebody, a family member, something like that, don't agitate it on. Let it go, man. Let it go. Your brother did you dirty one time. You just won't let it go. Just put yourself in a position where he can't do you like that no more, but you can't keep harboring them feelings like that year in, year out, year in, year out. Let it go. If you're around somebody, ladies, you're around a lady and she always saying something slick. She always, every time she upsets you, stay away from her. Find some different females to go around. Try to put yourself in an environment where there ain't no beef. And then don't let these internet beefs rile you up over some people you don't even know. A lot of it's ridiculous. Especially when you see people that could be making a whole lot of money and they beefing. Because these brothers are ruining legacies. You was a dipset. And you done got so emotional, you trashing your own legacy. I'm watching Cam and Jim Jones trash their own legacy. that by the time they get 60, they're going to regret that. They're going to regret that because no matter what, your legacy is your legacy. It's never going to go nowhere. And whether you uphold it or trash it, it's still going to be connected to you. So I'm watching these brothers trash Dipset. They should be ashamed of themselves. Trashing their own legacy. Man, it's sad. It really is. And Dipset is historic, and they done trashed it. I keep thinking what Jules Santana thinking. Because Freaky Zeke, what he could do, Cam is his cousin. He got to get in it. But Jules, imagine how Jules Santana feel. He's like, man, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? And protect your emotions on this internet, because this internet will play with your emotions. If you get too much into these different people that don't get along, it's not healthy for you. That's why I keep my audience away from that. I don't feed my audience no hate for nobody. I don't want you to leave here and dislike nobody. So that's why you don't see me like jumping in beefs and stuff. That's why you don't even see me trashing Trump like that. Because I don't want to be playing with your emotions and you come watch me and then you leave with all this anti-Trump vibe, which ain't going to help you none. He president. What do you want to do? How much you going to hate somebody that's the president? That's a waste of time. Trump the president. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? I know people wonder, Pharaoh, why you ain't beating no anti-Trump? You're supposed to do that when it's election time. Once the election is over, this one won, this one lost. It is what the hell it is. I ain't got no time to be sitting here for another 3 years talking about how much I don't like Trump. I don't got time. I'd rather spend my energy hoping that he do something that makes some sense. I hope Trump do something decent. That's all I'm thinking. I'm not finna be no 3 years. Trump ain't nothing. Trump ain't nothing. Next month, Trump ain't no good. We need to hate Trump. The next month, Trump and the Republicans ain't no good and Trump ain't no good. And then the next month, Trump ain't nothing. And the next month, I can't stand Trump. But the other 3 years, bro, I'm not doing all that. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not doing all that. I'm going to try to look to see what I could get out that administration. I'm just watching to see if he open up a door I could go through. So people say, what if he closed the door you can't go through? Then I'll kick that door down when I get to it. But I don't got no time to be getting my people emotional over nobody that's the president. If I'm going to start talking, it's going to have to be close to an election. When you get close to another presidential election, then we could cross that bridge when we get there. Dude ain't just been in there 1 year. I am not finna be. Now I can see if I was a Democrat, some type of Democrat like Roland Martin, that's what he got to do. He a Democratic, like, journalist, newsman kind of dude. So he got to do that. Yes, well, we're the Democrats, we don't like him. Okay, I feel that. I'm not that. So I'm not thinking about Trump. I ain't going to listen to him anyway. I'm hard-headed. I've always been hard-headed. I'm bad. My mama say I'm bad. I don't care what he say. I'm still going to do what the hell I want to do. Anyway, I'm still going to do me. Period. I'm not finna do that. That's why you don't see me all emotional over ice. I'm not finna be all emotional over ICE until I have problems with ICE. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Other than that, I don't care nothing about ice, warm water, cold water, ice cubes, crushed ice, none of that. Frosted cups, ice cups, snow cones. I don't care. Refrigerator, freezers. Big Pharaoh don't care nothing about no damn ice. You know what I'm saying? What the hell you want me to do? It's ice. Ice is icing. What you gonna do? Ice is outside icing. And hey, lean with it, rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you from the ATL. What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna be like, ice gotta go and ice gotta do this, and ice gotta do that. All I know is I'm going outside and I'm staying out of ice way. If ice over there, I go over there. If ice over there, I go over there. And I stay out their way. And then they do what they do. They ain't bothering me. Everybody's like, ICE gonna come get you. I kept telling y'all, ICE ain't coming to get no black Americans. I told y'all. But you ain't want to believe me. ICE ain't coming for no black Americans. Trump ain't thinking about black Americans. Not like that. He doing little stuff because y'all tore down their Confederate flags and all that. He mad about that. But he ain't out for black Americans like that. He just trying to get rid of that black stuff. Some people say he getting rid of everything black because he hate blacks. That's not really what he doing. He trying to just have American. He don't want to have black America, white America. He don't want to have that shit no more. He just American. He don't want to have black American shit no more. That's what he really doing. But these race baiters, they ain't gonna tell y'all the truth. He don't want to have blacks got nothing separate no more. You either American or you ain't. I can understand the concept. You can't be no special black. If you're a military dude and you serve, then you just get respected as a military. We're not serving you as no black military dude. That makes sense. That's for black people to do that for black history. It don't make no sense for the government to honor no type of racial shit. That makes sense. If you don't want to be black in a bad way, then you don't want to be black in a good way either. You just want to be an American. I just want to be an American. I just want to get treated like every other American. I don't want no black American shit. I just speaking for myself. I understand how they looking at it. They're not looking at it as no racial hate shit. They looking at getting rid of division. Because I never looked at Trump as anti-blacks. I always thought he was pro-black America. I don't think Trump is anti-black people. I don't believe that shit. That's bullshit. Trump ain't never been against black people, ever. He said, give us reparations. So I don't believe he anti-black. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And they said, what about DEI? DEI, they didn't do it right. So yeah, you're going to stop it. They never did DEI right. It didn't work. It was a failed concept. Because they just start putting people in there just because your ass was black. You can't even do the job right. You can't just get no job just because your ass black. You got to be able to do the damn job. They said, well, you get jobs because you white. No, they get jobs because you know somebody. It's hard to stop that. It's hard to stop getting plugged because don't nobody know you got plugged. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to jump to conclusion and demonize everything until I see where he's going with it. Give him 2 years. We don't know where he's going. I think he's gonna do a better job than if somebody replace him. I think the only problem with Trump is he old. He done got too old. That's what I think. I think he getting senile. and that's messing up his job. That's what I think. He's too old. So his mind can't stay where it's supposed to be. I do believe that. But I don't believe that nobody really can hurt Black Americans if Black Americans unite. I think Black Americans are getting hurt because you want to be a Republican Black American and you want to be a Democrat Black American and you just don't want to be Black. So you want to be this type of Black and that type of Black. But when you go outside, your ass just Black. And that's our fault. That's our fault that you want to be this type of Black and you want to be that type of Black. So now you want to judge me as a Democrat Black and you're a Republican Black. That's because you're a goofy. You're just Black. And you just voted for a Democrat or you just voted for a Republican. You ain't no Black Republican. You're just a Black person voted for a Republican. There's no such thing as a Republican. There's no such thing as a Democrat. How you going to be a Republican when you can vote any kind of way you want? If you're a Republican, you can only vote Republican. But you can vote any kind of way you want. So how the hell is you a Democrat or a Republican when you can vote? The only person that's a Democrat or Republican is a congressman or a senator that's voted as a Republican or a Democrat. Ain't no citizen can be no damn Republican or no Democrat. How? How you a Democrat citizen? How? When you can change your mind. If I'm a Democratic senator, I can't change my mind when I wake up tomorrow. I'm going to still be a Democratic senator. But if I voted Democrat last year, I don't got to vote Democrat next year. So how the hell I'm a Democrat when I can vote any kind of way I want to vote? Make that make some sense. Because we have people calling everybody the Democrats. Who the hell is the Democrats? The politicians, but how the people going to be Democrats or Republicans? How? How the hell I'm going to be a Republican? So if I vote for a Republican, I'm a Republican. I thought I just voted for a Republican. I didn't know I'm actually a Republican because I voted for one. What? What? How can I be something and change my mind? Huh? Trump can't change his mind and be a Democratic president tomorrow. But I could be Republican. I could vote Republican today, and I could vote Democrat tomorrow. So how I'm just like Trump? I ain't nothing like Trump. Trump got to be a Republican. I could be whatever I want to be. I could not vote at all, actually. Duh. So if I vote for Trump, I'm a Republican? How? How? You're supposed to say I voted Republican, but you can't say I'm a Republican. The only people that's Republican are politicians that are Republican politicians. You citizens ain't Republicans or Democrats. You just U.S. citizens. There's no such thing as a Republican citizen or a Democratic citizen. That does not exist. How the hell are you going to be a Republican citizen? Somebody, where you sign up? Where I sign up to be a Democratic citizen? Huh? Where? So if I voted for Harris, I'm a Democrat? How? How I'm a Democrat? Because I vote for her. How I'm a Republican? Because I vote for Trump. Somebody explain that to me. So whoever I vote for, that make me one of them? Really? Well, if I vote for Trump, am I white? Because I need to be white then. If I vote for Trump, am I going to be white? He white. If I vote for a white man, am I white? If I vote for a white lady, can I be white? You said if I vote for a Republican, I'm Republican. If I vote for a lesbian lady, can I be a lesbian? Because there's advantages of being a lesbian. Now, I would like being a lesbian. I get a lot of ladies. If I'm a lesbian, I G for that. I can still dress like a dude and sleep with women. I think I am a lesbian. To be honest with you. I really do believe I'm a lesbian. I really do. I believe I'm a lesbian for real. I act just like one. I dress just like one, and I like ladies. I think I'm a lesbian. I need all you lesbian ladies to holler at me. I'm a lesbian. I like ladies. Don't y'all discriminate talking about you a man, I can't be a lesbian. See, that's discrimination. Y'all always talking about no discrimination. Why a man can't be a lesbian if I want to be? If a man could be a lady, how come a man can't be a lesbian? I'm a lesbian born in a man's body. Ladies, holler at me. Let's have some lesbian love, ladies. And I don't got to buy a strap on. So you win. It's a win, lady. It's a win. Holler. You said they feel like. Feel like ain't facts, though. Feel like ain't facts. Because I feel like a lesbian. They say, because they feel like. Right. They feel like. But what does locked in mean? What is locked in if I don't can vote different next election? If I'm locked in, that means I got to vote the same way every election. If I'm locked in, why did I go on the voters vote and vote for Harris and didn't pull nobody else's? I didn't pull nobody else's thing. I only voted for one person. You know, when you go vote, you can vote for one. You can vote president, or you can vote Democratic. I didn't vote Democratic. I only voted for Harris. I didn't pull the blue. The lady showed me, said you could just vote for the candidate you want to vote for, or you could vote for the whole party. This just show you Americans don't even know the voting system. When you vote, you can vote for one person. That's a fact. You don't have to vote Republican or Democrat. You could go in there and just vote Trump or just vote Harris. That's a fact. You don't have to pull red or blue. You don't have to. So if I just go vote Trump, how the hell I'm a Republican if I only voted for Trump? If I only vote for Trump, am I a Republican? Now, if I pull the whole Republican ticket, I voted Republican. That still don't mean I'm a Republican. Think about it. Think about it. If I go vote for Harris, how do that make me a Democrat? And if I go vote for the whole Democratic Party, how do that make me a Democrat when the next election I can vote for all the Republicans? If I'm a Democrat, can I vote for Republicans next time? No. So how am I a Democrat if I can vote Republican? Because a Democrat should only be able to vote Democrat. Or I could be a Democrat, and 4 years later I could be a Republican, and 4 years later I could be a Democrat. Then midterms I could be a Republican, and then the next election I could be a Democrat, then a Republican, and a Democrat and a Republican. I could do that. I could do that and be considered either one of them. So I could be considered a Republican if I vote Republican, then Democrat, Republican, then Democrat. I could be considered a Republican, or I could be considered a Democrat. I'm confused. What is you if you do that? What is you if you vote different every time? These people crazy. How the hell am I gonna call you something because you voted? They crazy, Goshen. You can't say nobody nothing based on who they voted for. This is how they brainwashing Americans. They got you thinking if you like this person and vote for him, you represent the whole party. No, you don't. No, you don't. No way does that mean you agree with everybody in that party. No way. If I vote for Trump, that don't mean I agree with every Republican on the ticket. Is that what they're trying to say? I don't even know these people on the ticket. Trump don't even agree with everybody on his ticket. What? They're ruining young people when it comes to politics. Selling people something that's not the facts. It's not the facts. Because you vote for a party does not mean you are that party. It just means that's how you voted. That's it. Based on the fact next time you could vote different. So how could you be this and then next time vote that? If you this all you could do. And then they're gonna turn around and say, I'm a Democrat, and then turn around talking about swing voters. How you know I ain't no swing voter? What's a damn swing voter then? See, they're playing right in our face. How you gonna call me, if I vote for Harris, how you gonna call me a Democrat when you got swing voters? How you know I ain't no swing voter? How you know I just didn't swing over there? How I'm a Democrat and I don't vote? That's the only time I voted. Make it make sense. I've never voted for a president except Obama or Harris. So how the hell I'm a Democrat? If I'm a Democrat, I would have voted for Jimmy Carter and Clinton and everybody, I would think, would not? I'm just saying. I ain't know I was a Democrat. I don't never get no Democrat stuff. What you get when you're a Democrat? What they send you in the mail? I didn't get my Democrat gifts. You know what I'm saying? You know, you talking about you're Republican, you don't get no Republican gifts or no Republican stuff in the mail. You know what I'm saying? What we get for being in one of these parties? They should send us something, shouldn't they? If you're a Republican, shouldn't you get like a Republican package in the mail or something? We don't get nothing. I don't want to be none of y'all stuff for free. I need to get paid to be one of them. Something, at least some house shoes or something. Send me house shoes with D on it for Democrats. Something. Just don't be talking about I'm a Democrat. I voted for you and now I'm a Democrat. I voted for you. You were the Democrat. What the hell? Hey, y'all, how the hell I vote for you? You a Democrat. I vote for you, and now you trying to say I'm a Democrat because I voted for a Democrat. I'm one. How I'm one? I'm confused. Why ain't a Chicago Bull? I like the Bulls. I should be a lot of stuff based on that logic. I'm confused. They be trying to tell me I'm a Democrat. I didn't even know I was a Democrat. They be like, you Democrats. I'm like, who the hell is them? Who the hell is the Democrats? I never met them before. And they sold it to people. So people out there, well, the Republicans are doing better. The Democrats are doing worse. I'm like, damn. I don't know who is who. I thought Trump was doing this. I didn't know the Republicans was doing it. I thought Trump making changes. I thought the Republicans going along with what Trump want to do. I didn't know they was doing a damn thing. I didn't know this was the Republican administration. I thought it was the Trump administration. That's what I thought. I didn't think this was the Republican administration. I thought it was the Trump administration. That's what I thought. These politics is messing y'all brain up. They trying to do politics just like sports. They try to make it us versus them, some weirdo stuff. You know what I mean? Try to ask you who you vote for. I ain't telling nobody I'm voting for no more. That's it. I'm not telling who I'm voting for next election. I'm going back to the old school. I'm not telling you nothing. I am not revealing which way I'm voting no more, especially with these weirdos on social media. So when they come over and ask me who you voting for, I'm gonna be like your mama. I'm voting for your mama. The biggest booty on YouTube. She win. You know what I'm saying? I vote for your mama. It's the number one hitter. The next thing I want to hit. You know what I'm saying? Stop asking me. You know, so I vote for your mommy to come out at me. You know what I mean? Tell her come out at the OG. She probably around my age. She probably thicker than a snicker too. Tell her I need that. Boy, listen. Why you don't never ask me that? Why you ask me I'm voting for? Why you don't show me a picture of the women in your family and ask me which one of them I think I would holler at? You don't never ask me no good stuff. Ask me about some dude I vote for. Tried to get me to hate on Harris, and I would have knocked that back. Oh, I love Harris. I would have talked to Harris. Come on, she ain't black. She would have been black if I would have met her in the club. You know what I'm saying? She would have been salt and pepper's here, and she looked like salt or pepper picking, especially salt. I thought she was black. She looked like salt and pepper to me. She couldn't have been in salt and pepper. Salt and pepper darker than her. She looked like one of the members of salt and pepper to me. I said, this lady always been black in the hood. How she not black? Somebody gonna tell me she not, Harris wasn't black. I was like, you crazy. Harris always been black in the black community. I got $10,000 bet that she black. And I can tell you what we call them. We call them yellow bones. We call yellow bone. She's a yellow bone. I thought Harris was a yellow bone. In the hood, we call her a yellow bone. So we don't call her a yellow bone in the hood? Or am I tripping? Harris not a yellow bone? In the hood, on the block, in the hood, at the club. She not a yellow bone? We don't call her that? In the hood. And you seen a lady like that. Is she not a yellow bone in the hood? Or is it just me? Is it just me? Harris ain't a yellow bone. She not a yellow bone in the hood? Your daddy wouldn't call her no yellow bone, and your uncles. Your daddy and your uncles, if they seen her, they wouldn't call her no yellow bone. Because y'all black people on this internet that got phony. Y'all ain't got too phony for me on this internet. She always been a yellow bone. A red bone? Yeah, but we call them yellow bones. She would have been a little more red to be a red bone. A little more copper in there, she'd be a red bone. I don't know. I know she always been black. Always. All the women like that was black. Always been black. I don't know when women look like that stop being black. When that happened, didn't nobody give me a notification. Pharaoh, them women that look like that, they not black no more. For real? When? A lot of my aunties ain't black no more. A lot of women I know ain't black no more if she ain't black. Including salt. Pepper, salt and pepper ain't black no more, for sure. Spinderella probably a red bone. I don't know. They confusing me. They confusing me. I could have sworn she always been black. I could swear, man, all my life, women that look like Harris was black. I'm confused as hell. I'm like, when they not black like that no more? She not black no more? Oh, I didn't hit a whole bunch of ladies that ain't black. I thought they was black. That's messed up. I thought for sure they was black. I'm like, I'm the only real one on the internet. I would have knocked that back. If I would have went to a club, I would have hollered at her quick. Ain't no way I would have hollered at her. A lot of these brothers, these is phony. I seen so many phony black men trying to say she ain't black, knowing damn well in their neighborhood they would have hollered at her like a black woman. They lying. I couldn't believe so many brothers was liars. Liars. I said, man, what's wrong with these brothers? They some liars. Women that look like that always been black. You had to be skinny with blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way she would have been white. Hell no. She would have been white in the 70s, in the 80s. Harris would have been white. I'm tripping. She wouldn't have been black. I seen some brothers a half a shade darker than her talking about she ain't black. I said, show me a picture of your mommy. You know what I'm saying? I see some phony. I see some people the same shade as her. A little dark. It's a little bit talking she not black. Some high yellow dudes. I tell you, I was just being nice. I should have, I need another page, a troll page. I need a troll page, but I ain't got time. I wish I had time to have a troll page. I would have been notorious. I should have kept Mr. Black Power up. I had Mr. Black Power on Twitter before it turned X. I had to take it down. I figured all the fans are gonna get me because I was trolling hard. Mr. Black Power was Mr. Black Power, boy, he was a boy. That was my troll account. It was wild. I ain't got time. I had a Twitter account called Mr. Black Power. He was tripped out. Boy, he was tripped out. I just didn't have time to keep it going. I had, boy, you should have seen them white people and Mexicans and everybody mad at me. Anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all stay positive. Don't get no realer than this. Support the page.